Welcome. Clear. Excellent work. Chaos is a critical factor in your operations. It represents the level of disorder and challenges you face during your shift. Keep an eye on the chaos meter displayed in the top right corner. If it exceeds the threshold for too long, you risk failing the shift. Keep in mind that each active objective contributes to the chaos level. Successfully completing objectives helps reduce chaos and brings you closer to a successful outcome. A bystander has been injured. He will need an ambulance to be treated at the scene and safely transported to a hospital. The ambulance is a transport vehicle for paramedics and injured individuals. Paramedics can bring stabilized patients to the ambulance for safe transportation. Additionally, paramedics have the ability to stabilize individuals with minor injuries.
On the move. On the scene.
Unload the paramedic and assign him to the injured person. Once the patient is stable, the paramedic will bring them to the ambulance for transport.
Turn in the vehicle.
Ready. Listening.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions. Can't do that. Unable to comply. Ready. I can't do that. Listening. Awaiting instructions. Ready.
Listening. Entering vehicle. Listening. Ready.
Listening.
This isn't the you. This isn't.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions. Listening. Ready. Moving out. Understood. Task completed. Task completed.
The patient is ready for transfer. Send the ambulance back to finish the objective.
Ready. Returning to base.
Your teammates are reporting people trapped on top of the building. You will need to send in a ladder truck so firefighters can reach them. We've got a problem. Bystanders are obstructing the path of the ladder truck. You need to address this by deploying police officers to handle the situation and clear the way for the ladder truck to proceed.
Heading to the operational area. Arrived at destination.
Ready. Awaiting instructions. Ready. Moving out. Will do. Listening.
Dealing with groups of bystanders is optional, but it's recommended to address their presence. They can get injured by hazards like fires and hinder the efficiency of our units. Good news. The path is now clear. You have clearance to deploy the ladder truck and proceed with the rescue operation. There is no room. Free up a slot by sending back vehicles you don't need at the moment. The patient's injuries are too major for immediate transport. Paramedics can handle minor injuries while doctors are needed for major and critical cases. Remember, if left untreated, patients may deteriorate over time, progressing from having minor to major and eventually critical injuries. One of your teammates is sending a doctor to take care of the person with major injuries. You should get an ambulance ready for transport. There is no room. Free up a slot by sending back vehicles you don't need at the moment.
Returning to base.
You don't have to wait for a doctor to stabilize the patient. Your paramedic can take over as soon as their condition changes to minor.
On the move. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Listening. Awaiting instructions. Will do. Task completed.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Deploy all available firefighting units to the hotel. The fire is still not under control and the building is at risk.
Heading to operational area. On the scene.
Great job. Thanks to your help, the situation is under control. A successful first operation. New, we've just received a distress call regarding a car accident at a charging station. It has caused a dangerous electrical fault at the site. There's a person trapped inside the vehicle. Your firefighters are equipped to handle the situation. Dispatch a fire truck to the scene.
Heading to operational area. On the scene. Listening.
Awaiting.
Give the order for both your firefighters to proceed with the extraction.
Listening. Got it.
Exercise caution when approaching. The electrical discharge can potentially damage your units and ignite nearby objects.
Ready.
Excellent work on the extraction. One of your teammates' doctors is en route to provide medical assistance. Your teammate's doctor cannot proceed with treatment due to a nearby fire. Reposition your fire truck at a water source to be able to extinguish the fire with your firefighters.
On the scene. Ready. Listening.
Listening. Entering vehicle. Ready. Moving out.
Ready.
Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Crew, return. Returning to base.
On the move.
Your fire truck is now connected to a water supply. Give your firefighters the order to extinguish the fire.
Can't do that. Awaiting instruction. Got it.
Well done. Keep your firefighters stationed nearby until the electrical fault is resolved. You can pull down any objects at risk of ignition. Call in an engineer to initiate repairs on the charging station. There is no room. Free up a slot by sending back vehicles you don't need at the moment.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to vehicle.
Listening. Crew, return. Returning to base. Entering the danger zone. Heading to operational area. On the scene.
Ready. Entering danger zone. Awaiting instructions. Got it.
Treat the individual you rescued and return them to safety to conclude the emergency. There is no room. Free up a slot by sending back vehicles you don't need at the moment.
Listening. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. On the scene.
Ready.
Your paramedic can administer painkillers to quickly alleviate minor injuries.
Listening. Understood. Task completed. Task completed. Using special skill.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Emergency resolved. Excellent work.
Listening. Crew, return. Returning to base.
Alert. A gang of bank robbers has blown up a nearby ATM. The suspects are heavily armed. SWAT teams have been deployed to engage them. Proceed with caution. Alert. There has been another explosion. Your priority is to rescue the injured engineer and apprehend the remaining suspects.
On the move. On the scene.
Ready. Awaiting instructions. Got it. Ready. Understood. Task completed. Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base.
On the move. On the scene.
Awaiting instructions. Got it. Task completed.
Another explosive charge has been located. One of your teammates' engineers is on their way to defuse it. Alert! The engineer has been intercepted by hostiles and requires immediate reinforcements. Dispatch police officers to neutralize the suspects and regain control of the situation.
On the move.
Listening. Crew, return.
On the scene.
Returning to base.
Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Got it. Entering danger zone. Entering danger zone. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
Attention! Man down. Deploy a paramedic immediately to rescue the engineer.
On the scene.
Ready. Understood. Entering the danger zone. Task.
We cannot afford another explosion. Send in a second engineer immediately to ensure the bomb is defused in time.
Heading to operational area. On the scene.
Listening. Got it.
Team Spirit Boost activated. All units will experience a temporary increase in work and movement speed. And alert, the bomb has been defused. Congratulations on another successful shift. Your actions have made a decisive impact on this operation. Well done. Your dedication and skills are truly commendable. Throughout this onboarding process, you have demonstrated yourself as a capable and skilled professional. Your future holds great promise, and you are now fully prepared to tackle your next challenge. Keep up the excellent work.
This isn't her unit.
Heading to operational area. Destination confirmed. Moving out.
This isn't her unit.
Ready.
Awaiting instructions. I can't do that.
Destination confirmed. On the scene. Listening.
Returning to... Listening. Returning to base.
On the move. Arrive.
Ready. Will do. Task completed. Moving out. I'm on the move.
New orders received.
Returning to vehicle. Returning to vehicle.
Heading to operational area. Listening. On the scene.
Ready. Entering vehicle.
Ready. Returning. Awaiting. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed. New orders received.
Ready. Ready. Vehicle on the move. Taking damage. Arrived at destination.
Returning to vehicle. Entering vehicle. Ready. Taking. Got it.
New orders received.
Will do. Will do.
An emergency has been completed.
Returning to vehicle.
Returning to base. Vehicle on the move.
Wind direction change, north.
Arrived at destination.
On the move. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Moving out. Vehicle on the move.
Moving out. Entering the danger zone. On the scene. Understood. Can't do...
Awaiting instructions. Destination confirmed. Taking down.
Listening. Can't do that. I can't do that.
Listening.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base. Heading to the operational area.
Arrived at destination.
Task completed. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Got it.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to operational area. Task completed. Task completed. Arrived at...
Awaiting instructions. Ready. Understood. Enter in the danger zone.
This isn't your unit. This isn't your unit.
On the move. Entering the danger zone. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instructions. Will do.
Listening. Ready.
Listening. Returning to...
Awaiting. Returning to base.
Entering the danger zone.
Task
An
completed.
emergency has been completed. New orders received.
Awaiting instructions. I can't do that. Crew still in action.
Listening. Crew still in action. Crew on the move. Arrived at destination.
Ready. Listening. Unable to comply.
On the scene.
Awaiting instructions. Can't do that. Crew, return.
Wind direction change. East.
Awaiting instructions.
Listening.
Ready. Understood. Ready. Got it. Ready. Crew, return. Awaiting instructions. Recalling crew.
Awaiting instructions.
Task
Entering vehicle.
listening. Awaiting instructions. Ready. Understood. Listening. Got it. Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Returning to vehicle.
Listening.
Ready. Entering vehicle.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to... Listening. Returning to base. Task completed. On the move. On the move. Heading to operational area. Awaiting instructions.
Listening.
Arrived at destination.
This isn't your unit.
Awaiting instructions. On my way.
Listening.
Ready.
Ready.
Listening. I'm on the move. Moving out. Ready.
This isn't your unit.
Listening. Ready. On my way. I'm on the move. On my way. Understood. Listening. Got it. Moving out. I'm on the move. Task completed. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to... Ready. Crew, returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
This isn't your unit. This isn't your unit.
Ready. Can't do that. Transporting patient. On the scene.
On the move. Heading to the operational area. On the move. Arrived at destination. Awaiting instructions.
Returning to vehicle.
On the scene.
Awaiting instructions. Listening. Got it. Ready. Will do.
Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Moving out. Got it.
Ready.
Listening. Will do. Task completed.
On the move.
I'm under attack. I'm under attack.
On the...
Returning to vehicle. Ready. Awaiting instructions. Will do. I need support. Ready. I need support. Understood. Got it.
One of your units requires medical attention.
Task completed. Listening.
Ready. Recalling crew. Returning to base. Listening. Awaiting in... Ready. Listening. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. On the move. On the scene. Can't do that. Can't do... Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions.
Arrived at destination.
Understood.
Ready.
Listening. I'm under attack! Will do. I'm under attack!
One.
Ready. Listening. Moving out. On the move. Got it. I'm under attack. Awaiting instruct. Understood. I'm under attack. Awaiting instructions. Heading to operational area. On the scene.
Entering vehicle. Got it. Will do. Returning to vehicle. Awaiting instructions. Entering vehicle.
Listening. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to vehicle.
Ready.
Listening. Entering vehicle. Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Unable to comply.
Listening. Understood.
Awaiting instructions. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
Task completed.
On the move. Ready.
New orders received.
Arrived at destination. Awaiting.
Awaiting instructions. Ready. Listening. On my way. I'm on the move. On my way. I'm on the move. Awaiting instructions. Moving out. Got it.
Listening. Crew, return. Returning to base.
Task completed. Awaiting instructions. Listening.
Ready. Crew,
Awaiting instruct.
Ready.
Ready. Recalling crew. Returning to.
listening. Returning to base.
Listening. Heading to operational area.
Heading to the operational area.
On the scene. Awaiting instruction.
Returning to vehicle.
Ready.
Arrived at destination. Ready.
Wind direction change. East.
Vehicle on the move.
Ready. Crew, returning to base. Can't do that.
On the scene.
Can't do that. Returning to vehicle. Ready. Will do. Awaiting instructions. Understood. Taking damage. Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Ready. Listening. Ready. Will do. Understood. Can't do that.
Awaiting instructions. Crew, returning to base. Heading to operational area.
Vehicle on the move.
Task completed. Task completed.
Arrived at destination. Awaiting instructions.
Entering vehicle. Arrived at destination. Awaiting instruction.
Ready. Returning to base. Task completed.
Ready. Crew, returning to base.
Taking damage.
Awaiting instructions. Listening. Got it. Ready. Will do.
Task.
Awaiting instructions. On the move. Heading to operational area.
Listening. Got it.
On the scene.
Can't do that.
Taking down. Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Ready. Returning to base. Taking damage. Task completed. Listening. Returning to base.
On the move. Awaiting instructions. Arrived at destination. Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Ready. Got it. Listening. Will do. On my way. Understood.
Ready. Moving out.
Task completed.
On my way. I'm on the move.
Task completed.
Moving out. On my way. Awaiting instructions. I'm on the move.
Listening. Awaiting instructions. Crew, returning to ready. Returning to ready. Crew, returning to listening. Heading to operate. Destination confirmed. Vehicle on the move. On the scene. Heading to operational area. Awaiting in.
Ready.
Arrived at destination.
Listening. Got it.
Listening.
Awaiting instructions.
On the scene. Ready. Vehicle on the move.
Task completed.
Arrived at destination. Listening. Awaiting instructions.